Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Daniel de la Cruz, I'm a music composer, and today I'm going to review this fascinating instrument library called East West Pianos Platinum Bösendorfer, which belongs to the East West Quantum Leap library series. And I have to say that this is by far my favorite piano library. Of course, in the same series we have the East-West Pianos Platinum Bechstein, the East-West Pianos Platinum Steinway D, and the East-West Pianos Platinum Yamaha. But I have to say that I like all of them, but like I said before, my favorite by far is the Bösendorfer, because it has that kind of sound that I'm looking for my compositions, that soft, smooth and clear sound, you know. Okay, so I'm going to play this one, which is the one that I frequently use for my compositions, and this is what we can see. So when I use this library, the first thing that I like to do is to activate all the microphone's positions, so the sound is, from my point of view, is much better. Because this is how it sounds with only the player microphone activated. Which is not bad, absolutely not. It still sounds amazing, but when you activate the closed microphone and the room microphone, the sound, from my point of view, is much deeper. And I don't know if you've noticed, but the sound is much better from my point of view. Of course, you can play a little bit more with the microphones, but well, it entirely depends on your preferences, of course. Personally, I like leaving the values as they come by default and just play a tune. For example, I like playing sad tunes with this instrument. Because it has that kind of Victorian sound, Victorian era sound that I'm looking for, you know. I'm very fond of that moment in time. You know, it sounds amazing. Something like that. You can also play with this option called Amount to control and change the depth of the sound. So, for example, if we leave it with low values like this, the piano will sound like this. With a pretty dry kind of sound, which I personally dislike. So I tend to leave it somewhere around here, so the sound will be much deeper. And then if we go to lower keys, that's a little bit sinister, by the way. And then if you raise the levels of this option, the sound will be absolutely wet. I think that's too much. So that's why I tend to leave the levels right here. And you can also play with the intensity of the notes, so you can play softly and the sound will be something like this. You know, you can entirely change the mood of the song playing with the intensity of the notes. And you can play any kind of articulation that you want, depending on the situation, depending on the song that you are making. For me, it's a very, very versatile tool. And that's it. I hope you've liked the sound of this instrument library, and I would also like to thank East West for such an amazing tool for composers. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye.